What's up everybody? Before we get into the video, I want to thank you guys for 300 subscribers. But be sure to stick around to the end because all 5 of these tips work together to help you improve fast. Thanks for watching. Today, I will be telling you the 5 most important things that you can do to improve fast in Fortnite on keyboard and mouse. Coming in at number 1, we have settings. On screen now, I'm showing you all of my settings, but it's important that you find settings that are comfortable for you. I am on console, so for anybody else that is also on console, it's important that you have 120 FPS mode on, which will make your game as smooth as possible for console. One of the main advantages to keyboard and mouse is the customization in your settings. Here are mine, and I do play on 800 DPI. When first starting out, this is where you should spend a lot of your time so that you don't have to worry about it in the future. Custom diagonals are very important for your movement, which is one of the main disadvantages to keyboard and mouse. So feel free to copy mine because they are pretty good. And last but most importantly are your keybinds. Here are mine, and they are very weird, so I don't recommend copying these, but just find what works for you and stick with it. Another large disadvantage to keyboard and mouse is the fact that we do not have aim assist, and aim is the base of winning fights regardless of mechanics or anything else. If you want to win fights, you have to hit shots. So it's important that you spend a lot of time in aim trainers. The aim trainer on screen is very good, and in my most recent video, I went through the entire map and explained everything that it has to offer, because there is way more, and I do highly recommend this map, so go check that video out. When aim training, you need to have a lot of variety and practice for a lot of different scenarios. The map on screen has side jump shots, flick practice, shots while falling, and more, and that's just for shotgun. It's also important that you put yourself in different scenarios for tracking. As you can see in this map, I'm tracking bots that are running, jumping through the air, falling out the sky, and even gliding. On top of these, you definitely want to be doing 1v1 aim duels, whether it's against a bot or a real player. And you also want to practice headshots, so maybe headshot only box fights or any type of headshot only map. Also, be sure to practice hip firing even with the AR or SMG, because it can do a lot of damage at either the start of the fight or when it comes to ending the fight. Next, we have peaks. Peaks are the base of dealing damage without trading, and if you can master these, you'll win a ton of fights. Here I am in Raiders Mechanics map V4. And this scenario is hitting the target without taking damage. And you will take damage even if you're exposed for the tiniest amount of time, so everything has to be perfect. This section can get pretty frustrating, especially when first starting out, but it's important that you just take your time and really focus on making a good peak. There's also peak practice with bots and piece control. This will put you in a situation where you need to piece the bot and then make the correct peek and hit the shot, otherwise you will take damage. Next, we have crosshair placement. Crosshair placement is the base of editing and building. And with good crosshair placement, it'll make both of those easier as well as hitting shots. On screen is a creative map that is built to help you with your crosshair placement. And all you have to do is run through these tunnels, and while you're editing, keep your crosshair on the red marks. These are to help you make the smallest movements possible, which is the definition of good crosshair placement. It's also good to head into any type of edit map that's just full of different edits that you can do. In maps like these, you can get an infinite amount of repetitions, which the more you do, the faster you'll improve. One tip for crosshair placement while editing is making sure that the end of one edit leads smoothly into the beginning of the next edit. This is mainly for double edits and triple edits, which are commonly used in real in-game fights. The key here is to start slow and work your way up in speed. Build this habit early and you won't have to worry about it later on down the line. The other thing when it comes to editing is your edit timing. This is how fast you can start the edit, select the tile, and confirm the edit. There are maps in Creative specifically for practicing your edit timing. And usually it's just an infinite floor and you just spam edit down as fast as you can. Finally, we have finding your playstyle. This is going to help you to determine how you want to attack fights. Are you someone that wants to play slower and more calculated, or are you more on the side of relying on speed and good mechanics? This is completely up to you, and figuring this out early will help you in the long run so that you're not constantly switching up how you want to play the game. Two examples of good players that have drastically different playstyles are KBM and Polarized. KBM is on the slower side of things, while Polarized is insanely fast. But both are still really good players, so just find what works for you and stick to it. And that is the end of the video. Comment if you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and if you want to improve as fast as possible, click on the video above.